Did you miss last night's Overwatch League games? Well, don't worry, because we're back for Week 5 with the Haus Overwatch League recap. Let's dive into Wednesday night. Our first match was a very exciting one featuring the Shanghai Dragons and the Dallas Fuel. Right off the bat, the Dragons proved they were in it to win it with a great performance on Eichenwald. Both teams fiercely fought to take points, and their efforts paid off, with each grabbing 3 apiece. However, the Dragons secured the map win during the tie-breaking rounds, starting off the night in their favor. Horizon Lunar Colony proved to be a close map as well, with both teams succeeding in grabbing 2 points. However, the Fuel took the map much like the Dragons did on Eichenwald, and managed to push themselves a little bit further than Shanghai. Dallas's efforts were the culmination of great teamwork, with Mickey, Siegel, and Taimu as shining examples, tying up the series 1-1. The Fuel continued their winning streak by showing a dominant performance on Oasis. Taimu performed well as McCree, and Mickey dealt a great amount of damage with Diva. Dallas was able to win both points of this map and take the lead 2-1. Dorado was where the Dragons were going to need to make their comeback. With some great plays like Daya's triple kill from a Riptire and some strong defense against the Fuel, the Dragons managed to match their opponent point for point until the tiebreaker, where they pulled ahead for the map win and a chance for their first match win of the season heading into a Game 5. Lijiang Tower could have gone to either team, and for the majority of the match, it was unclear who would pull ahead. The Fuel took the lead early on by grabbing map 1, but the Dragons matched it and got map 2. It all fell to map 3, and in the end, the Fuel reigned supreme and won the map and the match for Dallas. In the second match of the night, we had the Northern California team and the San Francisco Shock, and the Southern California team and the Los Angeles Gladiators. The Battle of California started on New Bonnie, and both teams started out of the gate strong. The Gladiators saw some big moments from players like Surefour, who dominated as Genji and had some great Dragon Blade ultimates. However, the Shock held strong on defense and won the map 3-2. On Horizon Lunar Colony, the Gladiators came back and proved that their defense was just as strong as their opponents. Los Angeles managed to prevent San Francisco from getting any points. Because of this, when it was time for the LA offense, their job was extremely easy, and they obtained the win and tied the match. On the third map, we saw some exciting battles on Oasis, where both teams refused to let the other have the upper hand. Both points A and B were passed back and forth between the two teams, and great plays were seen from both sides, namely those from Asher, Surefour, and of course, Baby Bay. In the end, however, the Gladiators managed to take both maps and a lead in the series. Down under on Junkertown, we saw some more examples of great teamwork and defense from the Gladiators, and a map that had the potential to seal the win for LA. Neither team was going to fully back down. The Shock put up a strong effort and managed to grab the first 2 points, but were stopped in grabbing the final. When it was time for the Gladiators to attack, they pushed themselves through the first 2 points and were able to brush past where they stopped the Shock, winning the match 3-1. To end the night was a duel between the Seoul Dynasty and the Los Angeles Valiant. The first map took place on Eichenwald, and its results set a precedent for the rest of the match. Both teams came in fierce, both vying for the coveted 3rd place spot in the Stage 1 playoffs. The Valiant managed to grab 3 points in their offensive run and prevented the Dynasty from grabbing more than 1 in theirs, giving the first win to the Valiant. Map 2 featured an outcome that hasn't been seen often in the Overwatch League yet. Anubis was a map that showed both teams fighting their hardest on both defense and offense. Agilities played some great Genji with a huge Dragon Blade ult that helped the Valiant take their first point. At the end of both rounds, each team had 2 points apiece, and a tiebreaker round took place, where both teams were able to grab another point as well. These results ended in a tie, with neither team gaining an advantage. Oasis was an extremely important map in determining who would be deserving of 3rd place. With points being taken from each other left and right, in the end, the Valiant managed to take the win by securing both points. From here on, the Valiant had won the match with only 2 wins thanks to the previous map's tie, but map 4 still lay ahead. While it may not seem like a big deal, Dorado would play a huge role in the amount of maps won for the teams trying to vie for 3rd. On it, we saw what we had seen from the Valiant all night, their strong offense and defense coming into play yet again. The Dynasty did not give the win away easily, however, with their efforts coming in strong. However, when it came down to the numbers, Los Angeles outperformed Seoul by taking 3 points in their run, and Seoul only managing to take 2. This propelled the Valiant into 3rd place, and we'll have to see if they can hold it for the rest of the week. Thanks for joining us on the Game Haus Overwatch League recap. Remember to check back here as we continue to cover all the action on this channel. You can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed below. Hit that subscribe button, and from our house to yours, keep it here at the Game Haus for all your sports and esports needs.